This is Close Combat Gateway to Caen. You're watching episode 17 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. 29th Brigade, 11th Armored Division, has new visitors from 26th Regiment, 12th SS Panzer. We're in Colleville, and we've got a fight that we've never seen before. It's an all-new battlefield for us, so I'm kind of looking forward to this one. We're back with Chuck Company. We are missing Captain Awesome in 1st Platoon, and then we are missing 2 tanks from 2nd Platoon, but we are full on support, and between the 5 tanks that we have and the mostly full infantry squad, I think we're okay here. So I'm going to try it with just the 5 tanks. Looks like the enemy is running a single platoon of Panzer Grenadier, but they do have 2 medium ATs that are 75mm. So with our 5 tanks, we're going to have to be careful of those because they can definitely mess up our day. This one's going to be pretty straightforward. We have almost all of the map except for the large field in the southwest. So I have Volkov on the east side at the crossroads, just looking in the road. He should be able to see runners that go across the field, but I think he will be completely obscured from any AT fire. Jill Roberts is in our other tank, and they're kind of tucked back behind the buildings if you look by the large crater in the center. So no direct line of sight to them, but this way they can move west or go down to the south if needed, and then we'll just use Jill Roberts wherever the enemy tries to push from. I do have infantry at the front line in the building. I have John Casey down on the very south end, just kind of watching that eastern approach if they try to go that way. All of our mortars are up in the field behind the trees. And then I've got Ellie and General Beckman holding the line there at the fence in case the enemy does move into the forested, wooded, orchard, whatever that is. All right, we can see both AT guns. All right, let's mark these with smoke. We have a lot of infantry starting to pop up. I think let's pre-mark this location with smoke as they crawl that way. And then we'll just keep Volkov ready. If we can drop those with mortar rounds, I'm happy to just move our tanks in and let them mop up. Looks like we can see 3 squads for sure. Alright, they're worried. They're actually running from the smoke. They're like, nope, this is about to get bad. Get out of here. Okay, we got a 4th squad that just appeared. 5th, maybe 5 squads now. Okay, we got target sighted. We can now go ahead and prepare the mortars. So we know that they're going to run through there. We want to hit this with 2 of the heavy mortars. Or I guess they're technically medium mortars, but just not the light mortars. Okay, we got a hit already. Oh, there are people everywhere. Oh, somehow I put Daniel Shaw in the building with one of our mortars. Let's get them out of there. All right, you guys go on defend in case they come at you. And I don't think we killed that. We have a mortar barrage. I think we go ahead and drop it up here and try and get all their infantry. All right. You know what? Before we do that, yes, they are still there. There's a guy there. So we'll let Chuck open up, drop another barrage on there. And we'll call in another one on this southern one. I can see movement down there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's working good. Getting hits. Mortars everywhere. All right. Let's, nope, they're not, maybe they're ready. They're not in the building. I don't know how long it's going to take them to set up, so we'll let them do their thing. They're dead. That one's dead. That's it. Volkov, you're coming out. You go there. And actually, let's go down this road a little ways. And then I think we come around here with Lester and Big Mike. Jill Roberts, you come down to the south. Jeff, you do the same, but a little bit to the side. Just as we get to see them, they get behind the tree again. We can't see them. There are a lot of them right there in the middle. Daniel Shaw still setting up. Not sure how long the setup time is on that medium mortar, but kind of sucks. Volkov's laying down some machine gun fire. We're going to go ahead and drop mortars all over the place right here. We're going to lose a little bit of accuracy, but we don't want to wait for smoke shells this time. We're just going to send it. Okay, that guy got just destroyed. All right, Jeff's taking the scenic route, but Jill Roberts is coming pretty quick.
Sir, enemies off at a ceasefire.
Target eliminated.
All right, let's cross the railroad tracks.
Unter schwerem Beschuss.
And we got runners. They're getting panicked. Mortars are getting more accurate. Good hits. Multiple hits. All right. We'll just use up all of our mortar rounds, I feel like, and then see where that lands us. Is there, yep, there's still a guy crawling there. And then try and get these guys that are over there, but we'll try and use our same spot. Got 10 rounds there. Let's see. Maybe right here in the middle. Nice hit. Daniel Shaw still just setting up. They do have one casualty. One man is wounded. Volkov doesn't know how to cross the tracks, I guess. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm thinking we just go to the crossing and then come down that way. I don't know if they normally can't cross the railroad tracks, so maybe that's an issue.
Redeployed.
Nah, you got 4 rounds. You're fine.
In position. Unter schwerem Beschuss.
Lots of mortars. Okay, we're getting good hits. So
Enemies off at a ceasefire.
Daniel Shaw's just adjusting fire. Alright, I feel like the fight's going to be over by the time Volkov gets there. John Casey can't really see him, but just in case some of them are crawling this way, they're on defend. Okay, never mind. So Volkov really wasn't going to make it before the battle ended. 100% morale for us, 11 for them, and they were disbanded, and it's an Allied total victory. So didn't really expect anything different there. I like that map, but it worked out good. So we do have 1 wounded casualty, and that's it. But we killed 13, wounded 26, and took 4 prisoners. We captured both of their guns. So far now in the campaign, they have killed 89 of ours. They've wounded 169 and captured 29. They destroyed 24 of our tanks and damaged 6 more. We've killed 223 of theirs. We've wounded 353. And we captured 81. For their tanks, we've destroyed 22, damaged 2, and captured 1. We've destroyed 6 vehicles, destroyed 3 guns, and captured 3 guns. We have a remaining morale of 91% to their 85. And just based on the map control bar, let's call it about a third. We have about a third of the map under our control currently. So Chuck has 1 infantry kill. Morgan has 1 infantry kill. Sarah Walker has no kills. Ellie has 1 infantry kill. John Casey has no kills. And General Beckman has 3 infantry kills. Big Mike has 1 infantry kill. Jeff has 1 infantry kill. And Lester has no kills. And then Daniel Shaw was late to the party and has no kills. Bryce Larkin has 5 kills. Alex McHugh has 1 kill. Roan Montgomery has 3 kills. Ted Rourke has 8 kills. Volkov has 4 kills. And Jill Roberts has no kills. And we know they have no kills, but the first platoon leader was wiped out. Panzer Grenadier 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 was wiped out. They have our 1 wounded. And then Panzer Grenadier was wiped out. Another Panzer Grenadier that's wiped out. AT gun that's wiped out. And they have 1 survivor. No wonder he didn't want to continue the fight. This was a quick and successful one. I do think I needed that to get back on track after some of the previous battles, but we will have a movement phase coming up in the next episode, so hopefully we'll get to see some new terrain as we advance. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and if so, please leave a like and a comment. Click the subscribe button to stay up to date on new videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.